I think you said he lifted you up to a standing position.
Yeah, there was a point where that happened a little further in once I'd adjusted to the whole environment. And
Yeah.
this was after he'd told me who he was, and I was sort of down at his feet, just going, "Oh wow,
Yes.
you truly are amazing." And that was the way it felt. And he did lift me up at this point and talk to me about making this decision and what I wanted to do. And at this point, once again, I felt fear coming because of that realization, that reminder that I was dead, that I'd left people behind, that I'd left my children behind. I had a daughter who was heavily brain damaged, and
Yes.
I had an 8-year-old son, a 12-year-old daughter, a 15-year-old daughter, all at home, not knowing their father was dead. And this really did terrify me. And plus, I did not feel I had completed my work for my lifetime. For some reason, I had this sense that my work wasn't done. And I also thought of what God had said to me when I was there. You know, I have things for you to do. And that, I think, was a little nudge, a little reminder that I did have things to complete in my lifetime.
But when you were floating there on your back, you were in complete bliss. And then it was the memory of your responsibilities on Earth that caused you to, have a panic attack? It almost sounds like from the book.
Oh, yeah, it was. Very, very literally, it was. Just suddenly my earthly consciousness, my earthly memories, I guess, flooded back in, and I just got some context in it and realized I'm dead. I'm not there for my family. I'm not there for anybody. I've left my body. I've left the earth. And yet, that did cause me to panic. And I started to say, look, I'm not finished. I've got my children. I've got things I need to do. There are things that are unfinished, and started to get quite tense. And this was very out of place for them. And they actually started to mentally, spiritually calm me. It was like they all gathered around very quickly and calmed me down and said, no, we can't have that here. We don't have fear in this place. It was pretty much what they said.
So were these the angels that gathered around you and to calm you down?
Absolutely, yeah. And it works. I mean, they were able to calm me down very quickly. And I understood then, no, look, of course, this is not a fearful place. People are in their presence in bliss is the general emotion and feeling that's in that place. So yes, they put me back into order, and then I did say, look, I do think I do need to go back because of these reasons. I have my children. I have things that I need to finish that I don't feel are done yet.
Right now, right here is where you had an experience or a communication from Jesus that I have not heard from any other NDEer, and it was a warning that if you go back, you tell us.
Yeah, well, he said to me, look, if you go back, there is no guarantee that you will come back here again, and that rests on your choices, and it rests on what you do with your life when you go back. He was basically giving me a nice, gentle warning that I still needed to live my life in the right way, in the right manner, to come back to paradise. That it wasn't necessarily just a guaranteed entry for me. That perhaps if I abandoned my faith, perhaps if I lived a terrible lifestyle, I would not be coming back. He made that quite clear to me at that point in time, yes.
So many people who have NDEs and see paradise and experience God's love just assume that that's where they're going when they die, regardless. And this meant the responsibility was in your hands.